What's up, everybody? It's AJ with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be checking out the etrailer coupler lock and hitch receiver kit. So you're going to get this bag that comes with it. Great for storing all those items. And what comes in the kit, let me unzip it. Plenty of room to add more stuff in here if you want more ratchet straps or anything else you have in the back of your vehicle that you might need for towing reasons. But we have the lock for your hitch receiver, and we have the lock for your latch on your coupler, so you can lock both of those up. And then also the etrailer hitch alignment tool. So this is going to be good for your ball mount. You'll put that on there, tighten it up. That way you're going to line up that hitch pin hole on the first try every single time. All these items are really going to help keep everything locked up and help you not worry about anybody messing with it when you're not around. Let's check it out. First part of the kit we want to look at is the hitch alignment tool. So this is going to go onto the shank of your ball mount. I've already loosened it. You just do it by hand with these knobs. You slide that on there, get that into place, then we'll put our ball mount in our hitch. And what you want to do is line up your hitch pin hole right there. That seems to be lined up. And how we're going to double check that, we're going to take the pin and slide it through. So you see how now that's lined up. I did have to look to do that. Well, this is going to eliminate that. So we're going to slide our collar up, tighten it down on both ends. I just do a little bit on each side. That way one side's not all the way done before the other. I'm going to do it evenly. Now that's in place, I can pull that pin, remove the ball mount. So now when I go to set it up, let's say I just pull it right out of the bag, set this up, line it up. I didn't have to look. You see the hitch alignment, hit the front of the hitch, and then without even looking at the side, the pin goes right through. So that's what it does. It lines that up on the first try, and it's going to make setup far easier. Something I wanted to point out is this is coming with your ball mount kit, and it works really well. We use it around here all the time, but it's not just limited to ball mount. So if you have like a bike rack or a cargo carrier, I highly suggest getting one of these separate, the hitch alignment tool, and putting on those, because it's gonna apply the same way as it does this ball mount. You won't ever have to look to the side and make sure that's lined up again to get the pin through there, because you know, cargo carriers stick out quite a bit more, so you're gonna have to kind of lean over or get in between, check. Bike racks can be in the same way, kind of cumbersome, you have to kind of look around them. It's so much easier having this on there. Just let it hit that hitch, you know that it's lined up, you can just pop the pin in. Next thing we're going to take a look at in the kit is our locking hitch pin. It's got a barrel cylinder lock on this side that actually threads in. So to show you how that works is you don't just push it on there and it locks into place. You push it in there, make sure it finds its seating, and then you start turning the key. And as you turn the key, you'll see how it threads on there. You're actually threading the lock. So now it's on there real nice and tight, and it's going to be hard to mess with that. It's not going to be easy to try and pick that lock. So this is like one of the better locks you can get out there for that, for theft deterrent. So let's see how it actually works on here. Slide through the hole. Same thing with the barrel lock, and again, it's good to kind of rotate that just to make sure it sits in there, so that when you start turning the key, it's going to start threading. And I can already feel it threading now, so just keep turning that key. You can see how the barrel comes closer here because it's threading on, and then the key is going to stop, and you know you're done. So then I can just bring it back a little bit, remove that key, put the dust cap on there. That way it's not exposed to the elements either. So it's on there nice and tight. There's not a lot of room in between there, but it's just going to keep anybody from messing with this. They'll take a look at it and see the lock and just go to the next one that doesn't have a lock. Something else I want to point out about our locking hitch pin is this rubber grip on this side. I think it's real handy to have. That way, no matter what the elements you're in, you have this grip to grab onto, especially when you're rotating this. So you can even pop the cap up there, put one of our two keys in the lock, and let me show you. So you don't necessarily have to rotate on this end with the key. You can see how that's a little cumbersome. You can actually just use this part and rotate while you're holding the key. So actually the grip is what you're rotating, and that's loosening or tightening the lock, whichever way you're going. It makes it way easier, and it works really well. Something else is that these in this kit are made for 2-inch hitches. That's the hitch pin lock and the hitch alignment tool. But if you like these and you have different size hitch or different ball mounts, you can get these in different sizes as well. So make sure you check our website for a different size locking hitch pin or different size hitch pin aligner. Our next part of the kit is going to be the coupler latch lock. It's going to go on there much the same as our locking hitch pin, as you just put it on there. Same thing, it's got that rotation, so you can use the grip, rotate with the key in there, You get that nice and tight, and this is going to be good if you park your trailer at a parking spot or something and leave it unattended. People can't undo that latch, so they can't mess with it at all. I really like this. Just added security. If you're locking everything else up, you might as well have this too. It's got the same barrel lock design I really like, and something else that's nice is it's key to like. So these two keys are going to work with this lock and the locking hitch pin, so you don't have to have like 4 keys on your key ring. It's nice that these operate the 2 locks that you get. This is going to work with trigger style couple of latches, and it's going to have a 1/4 inch diameter there for the hole in the middle. So if you were thinking about your latch, make sure you look at that, make sure you get those measures, make sure this is going to fit through there, and then it's going to be a 1/2 inch of a space in the middle there. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at your trailer coupler. The last part of the kit is going to be the bag that it comes with. I like that it's big enough to actually hold all the stuff in the kit, so we can fit the locks in there, even throw the keys. Our ball mount fits in there just fine with room to spare. So even if you had some straps or something, maybe some ratchet straps you want to throw around that stuff, you can see plenty of room for other stuff. The bag can hold up to 30 pounds, so you don't have to worry about throwing that ball mount in there, and the bag's going to be able to last. It feels nice and tough, the material. Doesn't feel like it's going to rip or anything with all that stuff in there. So I really like that it has that bag, because otherwise you just have all this loose stuff kind of floating around in your back seat or behind your truck bed seat or something like that, or even in the back of your truck. This one, you can keep it all nice and together and zipped up, just keeping everything nice and neat inside the vehicle. Overall, I think it's a really handy thing to have. I like that it has the bag to carry everything in the kit with it, and it's just going to make life overall easier, from making sure you hit that hitch pin hole the first try every time, or just making sure your stuff's locked up. That way you don't have to worry about it when you drop it off. So leaving the boat trailer there with the latch, that's all locked up. You don't have to worry about anybody messing with that. Leave the ball mount in your vehicle. Don't have to worry about anybody messing with that. Everything's all nice and secure. Well, I think that does it. Thanks for hanging out, and I hope this helped.